I am back today with an UGG boot comparison, and apologies for kind of all the noise in the background. Milo's got his keyboard on and he's playing in the background, so yeah, if you can hear that, that's what that is. But let's just get on with the comparison. So I have two boots here. The ones on the left are the leather classic short boots, and the ones on the right are the regular, I don't even know what they are. I want to say they're suede, but I'm not sure that they are. I think they kind of just, online it says they're sheepskin upper and like the lining and everything, so I'm not sure, but I know that a lot of people refer to them as suede, so for this video let's just say the ones on the right are the suede kind of versions, the classic ones. The ones on the left are the leather ones. So the reason I have these two pairs of boots, the ones on the right I actually got in a 4, so they're a slightly smaller size. I got them in a 4 thinking that they're actually a 4.5 and I'm a 5, and lots of people online say that you should go down a size in UGG boots because then they'll mold to fit your feet. I was deliberating getting a pair for a while, and since we're going to America at the end of this month I thought maybe I should wait because there are obviously better deals to be had in the US, but I wanted them for the trip, and so I was looking for a while for some good deals, and I eventually just plumped and bought the regular short suede kind of boots full price. So they are the ones on the right, they're a size 4. They do fit my size 5 feet perfectly, everything really hugs my feet. But the reason that I went back online and was going to order the size 5 in those boots is because of this, and I'll go and show you them now. If you can see, these boots are really soft, and I have a pair of UGG boots that I've had for a really long time, and it's just difficult to kind of remember what they were like when they were new. But they are really soft here, and it's a very thin material when you get down to the part that actually holds your foot here, rather than this, which is really super padded. This part, when you get right down to the toe, felt very thin, and when I wiggled my toes I could see it, and that kind of bothered me because they're expensive shoes, and I was really kind of nervous that eventually they could wear out in the toe because they fit me so snugly. So I was going to order the size 5 in the regular boot, but I went back online and saw the ones in the leather. Hello Milo. So the ones in the leather on the left that were actually half price. They were £80 in the sale. So I got a size 5 in these, and I just want to show you the difference between them. Like, if you press down on this, the whole boot presses down, but it doesn't seem like, obviously you don't know what I'm feeling from looking at a video, but these are just so much more sturdy. You kind of feel like they're a lot thicker and they're more substantial in general. I mean, you can see on the right hand boot my fingerprint still indented in the boot, in the toe. So that's kind of my main reason why I ended up buying the leather ones, and I'm really happy with them. But I wanted to do this quick video before I send the suede ones back, just to compare them for you. Another difference between the two boots is that the leather ones are slightly taller, and there's not a lot of information to be had about the leather ones online. I'm not sure if they still sell them. They might have been discontinued because I can't find them in many places, and I can hardly find any reviews at all when I was looking for them. But they are slightly taller, and I don't know if that's just because I've got a size up, because I'm assuming they can't be kind of, that's more than a centimetre. They can't be a centimetre taller per size, because then they're getting quite tall, and then they do the tall boots as well. So I'm kind of thinking it might be the leather variation that is just a little bit taller. Another difference that I noticed immediately when I put my foot in the leather boot is that the hole for your foot is much bigger. Now, they're a little bit tighter because they are leather, there's not as much give. I would imagine that they will kind of get softer and they'll have a little bit of give over time. But it was a little bit difficult to get my foot in. But the hole that you actually put your foot in, the hole that will kind of, the top of the boot that surrounds your calf, is a lot larger, and I don't know again if this is something that's a difference in style or a difference in size, but the difference seems too large for it to just be a one size up, this is how much bigger it is. I just thought that was worth mentioning because when I initially put my foot into the boot I thought, ooh, I probably need to go a size down in these. But I've decided to keep the ones in the size 5 that are leather because generally I can wear them with kind of thick socks. And the fact that I don't struggle as in I can't get the boots on my feet. I can get them on my feet, but I can just get them on my feet. And I feel like a size smaller might be a little bit tricky. You may or may not be aware that the back of the heel in UGG boots are reinforced, which is what people always talk about when you get kind of fake Uggs or like Ugg lookalikes, that they collapse in the heel, whereas Uggs take a lot longer. They do still collapse eventually, well, I suppose dependent on how you wear them, but I know mine did. but they take a lot longer to do that, and that's because they are much, much firmer. I mean, if you see with this one, if I tap this, you can hear something, but then if I tap this, it's obviously firmer. Whereas this is a very, very strange thing to be doing in a video, I understand. It's kind of firmer all over. It's definitely more reinforced here, but generally the boot all over is a lot firmer, and I feel like they're going to hold up so much better because of that. I mean, even as they stand right here, I can kind of see, I don't know if you can tell from that, but the one on the left is kind of slouchy a little bit already, whereas the one on the right is very much kind of straight, and I feel like they're going to be smoother, and they're not going to get that kind of aged slouchy look. They're not going to look like old slippers the same way as regular Uggs kind of can. Okay, so I'm going to finish the video with them both on my feet and just kind of show you a comparison that way of how they look. This one is the leather one, and this one is like the original suede one. This one definitely feels more comfortable like on my foot. This one's kind of softer, it's definitely got more stuffing, and it's just generally feels more like a slipper. Whereas this one feels a little bit more like a boot. It's a little bit tighter around the top of my foot. But at the same time, it's not uncomfortable, it's still very comfortable for a boot. And I feel like they look just as good as each other, whereas this one obviously I have in mind that this one is costing me half the price. So that's definitely something that I'm taking into consideration. But I still think that were they both the same price, I would go for the leathery looking one as opposed to the suede one. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you them lastly on my feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cute.
I wouldn't plan to wear them with these jeans. These were just happened to be the jeans I was wearing today. But come here, you. But yeah, hopefully that was useful for some of you, and I will leave the link below if they are still selling them half price, these particular ones. I'll leave the link to where I got them both anyway, and hopefully you can get a deal as well. But yeah, hopefully this was useful. If you have either of these boots, please feel free to leave a comment. And let us know how you feel about them, how you wear them, and how long you've had them and how you feel like they've worn. Because I know for me, when I got these yesterday, I was really worried about the fact that they were so expensive. I didn't feel like they felt as expensive as they were, whereas these ones I feel like they're a lot better quality. So yeah, all your comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!